power of privilege and the will of the people. On June 9th of this year, 3 privileged and entitled members of the Citizen Involvement Committee's Executive Committee marched into the Office of Citizen Involvement and fired its executive director. They did this without the knowledge, approval, or authority from the rest of the not so entitled and not so privileged committee members, setting in motion a series of events that now threaten the very existence of that committee. Subsequently, the Citizen Involvement Committee refused to recognize the firing and initiated actions to remove the members of their executive committee that perpetrated it. Since then, barriers of all types have been thrust in their path by those privileged few, intent on obstructing the committee from its mission: transparent, inclusive, and equitable community engagement in county policy and budget decision-making. Many of those obstacles have been perpetrated by this body, specifically continuously delaying legitimate appointments to the committee and even insisting that both new and existing members be somehow vetted, which can only presume handpicked by the very body that the voters mindfully mandated the community be independent from. This is clearly not transparent, inclusive, and equitable community engagement as the voters intended. Established in the county charter in 1985 to provide that very means for community engagement, it now seems apparent that the voice of privilege is the only one being heard, while the remaining voices, the majority of the Citizen Involvement Committee, are being bullied, manipulated, ignored, and ultimately silenced. Such is the power of privilege. The Citizen Involvement Committee also has power, at least according to the people in the charter of Multnomah County. Such is the will of the people. So I ask you, will privilege once again be allowed to prevail? Will this earnest, diverse, and community-driven attempt at transparent, inclusive, and equitable community engagement be relegated to a distant memory? At this moment, you, the Multnomah County Board of Commissioners, have a golden opportunity to support them and to choose inclusive, transparent, and equitable, rather than perpetrating exclusive, opaque, and discriminatory. I call on this body to do the right thing by fulfilling its duty and mandate as outlined by the voters in the county charter, and give at least equal voice to those unheard and underrepresented voices, and not to simply bow to the power of privilege. I call on this body to approve the pending Citizen Involvement Committee appointments, these committed volunteers who care enough about their community to step up and be counted, instead of once again telling them they don't count, that once again only the voice of privilege really counts. I call on this body to care enough, to be brave enough to choose the will of the people over the power of privilege. Thank you.